So the last thing we need to do for our tile map editor is create a button that will clear out all the tiles and help us reset the map to how we started with it. Let's go back into our tile map editor, and at the bottom of the class, we're going to add our final method, clear map. Inside of this method, we're going to loop through all the children inside of the tiles game object. We'll create a for loop with var I equals 0. We'll make sure that I is less than the map tiles transform child count, and then increment I 1 over every loop. Next, we'll want to get a reference to the child inside of the tiles game object. Here we'll set a variable called t to equal map tiles transform, and we'll call the method getChild and pass in I. And finally, we'll call destroyImmediate on the transforms game object. The last thing we want to do is subtract 1 from I so that we don't go over the total children. Let's save this and then scroll up to the onInspectorGUI method, and we're going to create our button. Right after we create the update brush, let's create a button to clear the map. Buttons return true or false, so we can wrap them in a condition. We'll use a GUI layout here and create a button. The label for the button will be called Clear Tiles. Now, if the button is pressed, it's going to return true. Now we're ready to display a dialog to prompt the user if they're sure they want to clear all the tiles. In order to do that, we're going to take advantage of the Editor Utilities Display Dialog method. Just like the button, we can wrap this in an if statement. For the title, we're going to make it Clear Maps Tiles. For the message, we'll say, "Are you sure?" And for our options, yes will be clear, and no will be do not clear. Let's close our condition, and if the selection is yes, we'll call clear map. Now, if we go back into Unity, once it recompiles, we'll have a clear tiles option. Click the button, and if you hit clear, it should remove all the tiles from the tile map. Go ahead and test it out again. You can paint as many tiles as you want, and then simply reset the map by hitting clear. At this point, the tile map editor is basically complete. In the next video, we'll talk about how to use it and some of the ways that you can enhance it on your own.